right, guys. So today we are going to talk about the line of best fit and how to create a scatter plot. We are going to use this program online called Desmos, and it's this graphing calculator. So you can Google it, or we have a link on our page. Okay, so graphing calculator Desmos, it's this green one on the left-hand side, or the right, sorry. Okay, so when you click on Desmos, it brings you to this page. So you have this plot on the right-hand side, and then on the left-hand side, you have this like toolbar data entry thing. Okay, now this plot or this grid can be moved. If you click on it, you can like move it wherever you want to. You can zoom it out or zoom it in so you can get a better picture of what's happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a scatter plot. So we need to first put a table into the program so it'll put the dots on our graph. A scatter plot is basically data points put on a graph for you. So it's a table with your x values and your y values. So remember, this is your x-axis, the one that goes left and right, and the y-axis goes up and down. If you notice here, this cute little green button is going to make green dots when we graph it. All right, so I'm going to input the table that I have into the graphing calculator so you can see what happens. So what you need to do is you need to type your numbers, so like -4, and then you just push the down button to make it keep going. I'm going to type all my x values, and then I'm going to type all my y values. So I have -4, -4, -3, -2, 0, 2, 4, 4, 5, and 7. Those are my x values, and then I'm going to type in my y values for my table. So my y values are, I've got -3, -1, 0, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, 11, and I have a 15. Okay, if you can see on the right-hand side, when I typed all my y values, it plotted my dots. So this is my scatter plot. And this deals with the real world based on different pieces of data that you have, which we're going to do a little bit more tomorrow. So today we're just practicing inputting the data and practicing using Desmos. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to draw a line of best fit. So if you notice, these dots are going up and to the right, which is a positive increasing slope. So when you're looking at this for statistics and trying to get an estimate of what's going to happen in the future, like over here, we can't see where all the dots are going to go, but we can kind of see that they're making the shape of a line. We want to basically, you're calculating the average between all of these dots. We're going to draw a line of best fit. Now, the line of best fit is a line that gets as close to as many dots as possible with touching as many dots as possible, and it kind of splits your data in half. Again, it's like more like an average, but it's tricky to calculate. The great thing is this Desmos calculator will do it for you. Okay, so you press on this little 2 box on the left-hand side over by your table, and we want to use our slope-intercept formula. Our slope-intercept formula is y equals mx plus b. And if you noticed while I was typing, it was making some kind of crazy lines. Okay, now here's the deal. If you notice this cute little triangle with an arrow, this program does not like how I typed it. Instead, you need to use this tilde, this little squiggly line right here in between. And if you notice right up at the top of our table, see how there's this 1 by our x value and then there's a 1 by our y value? We actually have to put those next to our x and y's in number 2. So the calculator knows which pieces of data we're using to draw a line of best fit. So all you have to do is type a 1 by this y and a 1 on the right-hand side of that x, and it draws this lovely line. Now this is the line of best fit. It's following the data and it's predicting what will happen. So for example, in the future, if you look over here, this dot right here is, look, it's so great. It gives you like exactly what it is. I love this. Okay, so It's 21. Oh, this one is lovely. 22 to the right, and then R on the X value, and then the Y value is 34.211, which doesn't mean a whole lot right now because we don't have information, but maybe this is miles per dollar or I don't know. Anyways, okay, now what we want to do for your quiz today is we want you to focus on these parameters. So these parameters are creating our line of best fit. So the M is your slope and the B is your y-intercept. So the M is the slope of this line, this linear line, the straight line. And the B value is where your line crosses the y-axis. So right there, okay, at 4 point something. So this is the information that will be important for you for your quiz today. I'm going to show you one more example. Whoa, sorry about that. Just so that we can see it one more time all over again. Okay, so we're going to add an item to start, and we need to plot our scatter plot. We're going to add a table, and we're going to put the table of values on this program. Sorry, I wanted to kind of center this. Oh, zoom in. I'm silly. Okay, notice this time we're going to get blue dots. Isn't that fun? All right. So let's type in our table. My table for this second problem says -6, and then arrow down, -5, -3, 2, 5, 8, 15, and 27. Big gap, but that's fine. Okay, and then my y values say, um, it says, sorry, gotta find it. 18, 15, 15. Oh, there they are. Oh, blue dots. Okay. 11, 7, 5, 5, and 4. Okay, so this is our data for the second problem. So again, you can grab your graph and move it with your mouse, and you can use the zoom in and zoom out feature. So we want to cut this data, and we want to draw a line that's as close to as many dots as possible while touching as many dots as possible. And that line is called the line of best fit, or the prediction function. Okay, so in order to do that, we click on number 2. Oh wait, I'm going to show you. We're going to change these to a 2 and a 2. I just want to show you why it's important. Okay. Remember, what we need to do now is we need to write the line of best fit. So the line of best fit says y equals mx plus b. But again, our computer program doesn't like that. So we need to change the equal sign to a tilde. It's on the top left of my computer, on my keyboard. And then we need to tell the program, Desmos, what piece of data we want to try to find this line of best fit. So the piece of data or the table that we want comes from up here. So see how the x, I changed it to a 2. So next to this x needs to be a 2. On the last example, it was 1 because I left him as 1. And then over here on the y, it's a 2. So we're going to put a 2 next to this y. And you don't have to change it. I just wanted to show you. All right, so it's writing this equation for this table, and here is our line of best fit. It's black. So it's splitting our data basically in half, and then it's getting as close to as many of the dots as it possibly can. Anyways, the important part that we want you to focus on is the parameters, and again, we'll talk more about what they mean tomorrow. So our slope is decreasing, which means we have a negative slope. Don't forget to type your negative. And then we have our B value, which is a little bit taller this time. So if you see, it's a nice negative. So now you can go ahead and get started on your quiz. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know. Have a great day, guys. Bye.